every season, continue to expand his game as a passer and become well-rounded. All those highlight reel plays you see, they come off the fact that he can run it, throw it, and scares defenses every time he takes a snap.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. Boy, fingers crossed here. First quarter of a new season, already an injury. And while they attend to him, we'll step aside. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jackson going to keep it running right. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 11 yards is the gain on the keeper there, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. Evades the tackler, and now some space. And he will have a Ravens first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Play action. Now Jackson. To the sideline and incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Now Jackson. And he'll spot Higgins open left side. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. So here now are the Panthers for their first drive of the game. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yardage with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Now Young. This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. To throw, Young. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Young going to give to Brooks. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. And now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. Young will set to throw. 20, 10, and he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 43 yards. In motion is Gray. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Danny Gray taking it in. And the Panthers are on the board here first in the season opener. The extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going deep for Bateman. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And his pass incomplete.
I like his awareness in the pocket there. Nowhere to go with the football. So instead of forcing it to the sideline, he's just going to put this one into the harbor and live to fight another down without getting wet.
Jackson now. His throw incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Again, Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And now before the ball changes hands,
play is under review.
Just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Young. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Young now. That's complete left side to Gray. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Young. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down it. John Harbaugh never shy about bringing out the red challenge flag. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Here we go.
Looking to throw, Young. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Now Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Danny Gray. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers drive the entire length of the field, 99 yards for the score. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He can't get him down. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there, got him some extra yardage. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now 2nd and 3.
Report!
Now it's Jackson. They're looking deep here for Flowers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Hey, Ozzy, 13.
They'll try and pick it up with Mitchell. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Jackson. Open man is Higgins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. Here's Jackson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Go ahead. Go.
Now it's Jackson. That one into the hands of Flowers. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Tucker's kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Let's go now.
Throwing, Young. And this is thrown to the sideline. No receiver in the area, though, and that's going to bring out a flag. We saw it too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
Now here's Young. Right side, and he finds Gray. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Ready, set. Come on, set.
Here is Young. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness.
They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. But their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 4.
Set, ready.
Young to throw it. And this pass caught by Gray. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Young to throw it. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he rifles one incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Oh, Young loses it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
180. Nice shot.
Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage. You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
We'll get a pause here. There appears to be a Panther who is shaken up on that last play. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. The Ravens on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now back to throw. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
To throw is Jackson. Staying on his feet, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Hey, Alpha, say hi. Say hi.
He'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The Ravens send their punter out now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. To throw, Young. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Out of the gun, it's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Ready, break. Set. Ready.
Here's Young from the shotgun. And this is incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 32-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
Blue striker. Ready.
Young. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete.
On the ball.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. It'll be Young again. Got a man. That's Leggett. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Here we go. Set. Cut, cut.
Now Young. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. And the sack leads to roughly a loss of 6, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Young now. This is caught. That catch good for 8, but still, it's 3rd and goal now. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
Ready.
Young takes it on the sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. Bryce Young in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is up to 15 now. 4 seconds, all that remain here in this first half as the kick gets away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. final play of the half here. It's Jackson. That's going deep for Bateman. And this one is incomplete. So we've reached halftime. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Panthers going to take over here to start quarter number 3. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want to challenge. So the challenge there unsuccessful, and that means that he'll be out of challenges from the remainder of this ball game. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
And they visited the end zone frequently in this one, and obviously they wanted another one. But give credit to the defense there. They may not make the comeback, but pride showed. Good sack on that play.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And the pressure gets to him again. And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line. Ravens offense getting set and ready. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now a handoff up the middle. McLean, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Now it's Jackson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jackson from the shotgun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
What are you? Sit high.
Now Jackson. Looking middle, and that's complete. 7 yards there and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Where's it on?
And Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. And he'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. A handoff from Mitchell running left. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll bring a tight end in motion right. Jackson now. They're looking deep here for Flowers. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Lonnie Johnson picks it, and the Panthers are going to have it here just past the 25. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Here's a 2nd and 3 now from the 33. In motion right is Tony. Young going to give it up on the touch pass. And he lost the football. One of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, you had an offense working with a comfortable 2-score lead here in the 3rd quarter, and certainly doesn't feel as comfortable now following the turnover.
Yeah, you're right about that, because now the nerves starting to come into play a little bit. You're a little bit jangled. You don't want to give your opponents any avenues to get back into the game. What you'd rather do, put up signs that say, roads closed.
Now 2nd and 9. Jackson. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action now. Jackson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Throwing is Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Here we go, set. Ready.
They'll stay on the ground with Brooks. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. Young. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll be forced out of bounds all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's Young. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
Let's go. Set, go.
Young going to give it up on the touch pass. Oh, and that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass going to turn into a loss. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
To the air once more, Young. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Ravens are right back in this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
That's into the hands of Flowers over the middle. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
Jackson. Fighting his way through contact. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 18. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. For Bateman, he'll go in motion right here. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. Here's Jackson. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. The Ravens on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. On the ground, it's Brooks to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Here we go.
Young to throw it. Got a man. That's Liggett. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up a 2nd down in just a couple. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game.
Set.
To throw, Young. Able to find Gray here. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it third down and less than a yard.
Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Let's go now.
They'll try and run here with Brooks.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Okay, right.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set, hut.
They're going to look to throw.
That's complete left side to Gray.
And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 42.
Now a pause, and there's an injured Raven in need of some assistance.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down, 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it out, and we've got them now.
Set, ready.
Young to throw it.
That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Throwing, Young.
That's pulled in by Brooks.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Jonathan Brooks.
27 yards.
And the Panthers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Rashad Bateman.
70 yards.
And the Ravens have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And it looks like the Panthers' hands team does its job. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's a handoff to Brooks running left. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Down. Set, up.
Young here to throw.
This ball taken in here by Brooks. And he will have a Panther first down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal.
Brooks trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal.
One more time with Brooks.
And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Jonathan Brooks.
Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Panthers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
And now here come the Ravens.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack.
One last shot for Jackson.
Forced out to his left. And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19.